Alright, hey everybody, welcome to another episode of TEW Local to Global 1987. We're back booking some GCW, and let's get straight into it. Before we get into this video, let me just thank you guys for the support on the series. The channel has, just today or yesterday, I don't remember, hit 100 subs, so thank you guys for that. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. So I think all my shows this episode will be held in the tri-state, just because, although we're growing in popularity, I really want to, I don't want to lose too much money. I've been losing money for around a couple months now, since February 93, maybe before that. And some losses, like, it's not that bad. Like, the $240,000 loss was pretty bad, but that's because we bought another company, if you look at miscellaneous. But 79K, 48K, 42, like, it's not as bad, but still. So we're going to go at least 2 shows in the tri-state. We're going to book our shows in the tri-state today. Actually, you know what I could do? Since we have technically a championship wrestling today, I still haven't scheduled it, but we have championship wrestling this episode. So let's go to the Great Lakes. Let's do that. We'll do one show in the Great Lakes, and then we'll do the next Saturday night's wrestling we'll do in the tri-state, and then we'll do the championship wrestling in the tri-state. Alright, so what do we have for today? Last episode we had DDP versus a mystery opponent, and I'm going to tell you who that mystery opponent's going to be. It's going to be Jesse Ventura. We haven't had our owner in the ring yet. Well, today he's going in the ring, and DDP is a main eventer now. That's kind of nice. So, what is Jesse Ventura's stamina looking like? A 0. Nice. And we're going to do Jesse Ventura going over. Yeah, I'm going to take you off here. Okay. I have a reason, of course. It's all for storyline purposes. So, Jesse Ventura defeats DDP. This will stop DDP from getting his rematch for the IC title at March Massacre, so we're going to have to find a new #1 contender for that. We're going to have Shane Douglas cut a promo with Brian Pillman and Stunning Steve Austin coming out. Alright, that'll be 10 minutes. Excuse me. Had to sneeze, I'm back. Alright, and then we'll do a backstage promo with the remaining members of franchise, Hunter and Diesel. Sorry, Diesel. Okay, we're going to do 5 minutes. And then we'll book matches to fill in the time. So, we got to keep building up Ahmed Johnson. He can go over on Doomsday. We can do a tag team match. We're going to do Armed Forces versus Smoking Guns. 8 minutes, Billy Gunn goes over. Still trying to build up the Smoking Guns, and we'll do one more match. This will be before the main event, so we can do one half of the tag team champions in action. And he can take on, Lance Storm can take on Ultimo Dragon. And give them 13 minutes. And we'll put Lance Storm over. So, let's do that. 6 minutes here. There we go. Run the show. So we start off with Shane Douglas, the World Heavyweight Champion, leader of franchise, coming down to the ring, and he says that franchise under his watch will grow to be stronger than ever, will defeat whomever his opponents may be, whether it's Brian Pillman, Stunning Steve Austin, or even Sting. Shane Douglas will be victorious because his new band of franchise will be leading GCW into the promised land. And Brian Pillman and Stunning Steve Austin have a few problems with this, so they come out and they say, Shane, you're nothing, alright? Brian Pillman, my partner, it's Austin talking. Brian Pillman, my partner, may have turned his back on me, but we're back together. And while he was away, he built, I must say, a fantastic stable, a fantastic team. But then you decide to join, you decide to take it over, and then you ruin it by kicking out its best members like Jeff Jarrett. So putting over Jeff Jarrett, who's in another company now. Oh, speaking of other companies, WCW just went to national size in the game, which means they're going to poach more talent. Really excited to see them steal Shane Douglas. I can't wait. So, me and Pillman, we have a challenge for you. Shane Douglas, Diesel, and Hunter Hearst Helmsley versus me, Pillman, and Sting next week. So a 3-on-3 challenge laid out. So we'll see that next week. Smoking Guns defeat Armed Forces. Nothing much to say, just trying to build the Smoking Guns. 46. Ahmed Johnson versus Doomsday. Terrible match because, I mean, it's Ahmed Johnson. And it's Kane, Glenn Jacobs in 1994. So, they're kind of both shit. So then Hunter Hearst Helmsley and Diesel are backstage. And, you know, first of all, they accept Pillman, Austin, and Sting. They accept to take part in that match. But they also set a challenge to Lance Storm and Chris Jericho. They want the World Tag Team Championships. So Hunter Hearst Helmsley and Diesel are coming for the Tag Team Championships. So we'll see where that goes. Lance Storm defeats Ultimo Dragon in 13-14 by submission with a Canadian Maple Leaf. Storm with a 73, Ultimo with a 67. Ends with a 79. And then your main event. Fantastic Heat. Decent Wrestling. Jesse Ventura goes over on DDP in 12:46 by pinfall with a roll-up. Jesse Ventura had announced to DDP that he was going to be facing a mystery opponent, and I couldn't find a mystery opponent, so I guess it's Jesse Ventura. Ventura was really off his game. Still pulled a 43, though. DDP with a 68. 62. 66. Still did pretty good. Still did better than I thought it would. So who did they poach? Nobody. Ric Flair is obese. Ric Flair, obese. On what planet is Ric Flair obese? Dude's in his 70s and still wrestling. Whatever. Let's send to the next Saturday Night's Wrestling right now, and then we'll get right into Championship Wrestling. Actually, let me set it for January so I don't forget. Oh, great. Big spoiler. Look at that spoiler. Let's get straight into it. Did I or did I not call it? WCW have made a contract offer to Jim Duggan after I made an offer. So I won't be getting Jim Duggan. They've made an offer to Tom Pritchard. He's not working for us, but still on the short list. They've made an offer to Terry Funk, who I wanted to sign. It's been a while. I've wanted to sign Terry Funk. 2. Ultimo Dragon. They've made an offer to Too Cold Scorpio. And, of course, Jim Duggan. So, they're stealing our guys. Okay? And I'm going to sim one day, and I bet they're going to steal even more talent. We're going to sim right ahead. I'm going to keep recording just to see if they steal more talent. Yeah. So Bob Backlund is back in business. So let's see if I can sign Bob Backlund. I was not expecting Bob Backlund to be back, actually. So let's... 2-year deal. I like Bob Backlund. So we're going to sign him. So Scorpio and Terry Funk, WWF. Okay, not that bad. Please don't... Please don't steal Shane Douglas. He's the only thing I have. The only thing I have that you can steal on DDP, I guess, but... Alright. We're going to go back to Saturday Night's Wrestling. We're losing some of our guys, but at least it's just Ultimo Dragon and Too Cold Scorpio. Which kind of hurts the Cruiserweight division, actually, a little bit. Oh well, let's sim to Saturday Night's Wrestling. Alright, so let's get straight into Saturday Night's Wrestling. The final show before Championship Wrestling. I just realized I didn't do any prior booking for Championship Wrestling. I completely forgot it was this episode. Oh well, too bad, so sad. I'll make up plans on the fly, I guess. So Sting, Stunning Steve Austin, and Brian Pillman. What I could do, I've never booked a Championship Wrestling ever since it became an actual event. I've never booked them on camera. Usually I just show the results, but what I could do is just actually book it, since I don't have plans for it right now. So let's do that. We're gonna book Championship Wrestling in front of the camera this week because I feel like it. So this is a show in the Tri-State, which means it'll do much better. Make that 5 minutes. Oh, that's something we could do, actually. I had this planned for next week, but I can do it at Championship Wrestling. Ventura is going to announce a Battle Royal. Battle Royal. Okay, we'll do a mid-card match. Since Too Cold Scorpio is leaving, also known as Flash Funk, we're going to give him one opportunity at the Cruiserweight Championship. It's going to be 10 minutes. But of course, Eddie Guerrero wins. Tag team match, and you know who we're going to put in this match? Smoking Guns. And you know what? They can take on Men on a Mission. I think I need more tag teams. Oh, I had the Steve Blackman turn. We'll do Kama. Okay, we'll put you on Menace. Selling Menace. Alright. Major success for everybody. And we'll do Blackman turns heel. Put that there, and we'll put you after the... Let's go! So Ventura announces a 10-man Battle Royal at Championship Wrestling, with the winner getting an opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship at March Massacre against Dustin Rhodes. Gets a 100. Smoking Guns defeat Men on a Mission. Good. Jericho and Lance Storm accept the open challenge from Triple H and Diesel. So World Tag Team Championship match at Championship Wrestling 66. Eddie Guerrero retains the Cruiserweight Championship against Flash Funk in 9:56 by pinfall with a Frog Splash. After the match, we have Steve Blackman and Kama Mustafa beating down Too Cold Scorpio, Flash Funk. Steve Blackman and Kama Mustafa are now a tag team, gets a 70. And then the main event, Shane Douglas and Jim Cornette have absolutely shit. So Sting and Hollywood Blondes defeat Franchise in 1804 when Pillman defeated Diesel by submission with a crucifix armbar. 87 to end the show, gets an 84. I'm trying to go fast because if I want to book the Championship Wrestling in front of the... Actually, no, I won't do it. I'll just show the results as I always do because I don't want the video to be too long. Alright, let's get straight into Championship Wrestling. I'm going to show you the results. I'm going to get right into booking it right now. Alright, we are here at Championship Wrestling 162. Let's get straight into it. So we start off the show with Shane Douglas in the ring. He cuts a promo. He says that he and Franchise are the greatest thing in GCW. The usual shtick, right? And Jesse Ventura stands up and says, Shane, although you think you are the world champion, I'll give you that. Although you think you are the greatest thing in GCW, I'll have you know you're not the most powerful force in GCW. That belongs to the owner, Jesse Ventura, me. And I'm going to show you something that maybe will change your mind. And maybe you'll learn a valuable lesson that actions have consequences. Let me introduce to you the new commissioner of GCW, J.J. Dillon. Now, of course, J.J. Dillon last episode was fired by Shane Douglas out of Franchise. Well, now he is the commissioner of GCW, so we can turn him face. So there we go. We have a new commissioner in GCW. It is Shane Douglas's new rival, JJ Dillon. Gets a 99. We open the show with Steve Blackman and Kama Mustafa getting the victory on Men on a Mission in 9:33 when Blackman defeated Mo by submission with a guillotine choke. Mo 36, Mabel 55, Kama 53, Blackman 57. After the match, out comes Dan Severn, the MMA badass. He stands in the ring, stands tall with Steve Blackman and Kama Mustafa. Could it be a new stable? 66. Rey Mysterio defeats Alex Wright and earns an opportunity at the Cruiserweight Championship. 10-14, and hits with the Springboard Hurricane Rana, also known as the West Coast Pop. Ray 83, Wright with a 26, gets a 70. And after the match, out comes DDP. He cuts a promo on Jesse Ventura, screwing him out of the Intercontinental title rematch. And he says Jesse Ventura is the past, and the past will never beat the future. And out comes Bob Backlund to make him eat his words. Bob Backlund comes out and defeats DDP in 13-27 by submission with a crossface chicken wing. Only gets a 57 though. DDP with an 85, ends with an 81. Then we have the World Tag Team Championship match. Diesel and Hunter Hearst Helmsley defeats Lance Storm and Chris Jericho in 14-31 when Helmsley defeats Lance Storm by pinfall with a handful of tights. We have new World Tag Team Champions in Diesel and Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Now, if the game wasn't an idiot and Storm and Jericho wouldn't have shit chemistry, then, they'd still be champion. But that's how it goes sometimes. 83, and then we move to the main event, which is a 10-man battle royal to decide who will face Dustin Rhodes for the Intercontinental Championship at March Massacre. And in 85, Chris Candido wins the battle royal in 14-54. Other Final Four members were Mike Awesome, Eddie Guerrero, the Cruiserweight Champion, and Johnny B. Bad. Good. 85. Win the show with an 85, so we're going to tell Chris Candido, good job. Tell Rey Mysterio. And DDP. Alright. Taskmaster has left. Did we get Sting? Oh, that scared me. Oh my god, that scared me. BWF offers Hogan a contract? He's still toxic. That's surprising. Alright. So let's see how we end. Eleni Puff was signed with WCW. Point 12. Not bad. What did the Royal Rumble do? I just realized we ended it with the Battle Royal in January. I promise that was not intentional. Nikita Koloff wins the Royal Rumble. Who else was in the match? Andre the Giant, Arn Anderson, Bam Bam Bigelow, Barry Windham, whatever, Bret Hart, Bruiser Brody, Kurt Hennig, Davey Boy Smith, Dusty Rhodes, Harley Race, Jake Roberts, Macho Man, Rick Rude, Ricky Steamboat, Shawn Michaels. Well, at this point, whatever. Well, no, 94, so, yeah. Wow. You put Nikita Koloff over Andre the Giant. Well, in 94, I understand that. Over Bret Hart in 94. That's over Kurt Hennig, Dusty Rhodes, Davey Boy, Ricky Steamboat, and Macho Man. Like, y'all are stupid. Andre the Giant, new Intercontinental Champion. Let's check WWE's titles. Andre the Champion. Dump Matsumoto. Bruiser Brody, World Heavyweight Champion. Defeated Andre the Giant. That would have been pretty cool. I don't feel like checking WCW. I don't like them. They stole all my talent. Alright. Before we end this episode... Oh, we made a profit. Nice. I'm going to check the rookie list. See who I can hire. And then we'll end it. So, Adam Copeland, Edge. I'm not going to hire him yet. It's only 94. Once we get a development or developmental system, then I'll hire him. D'Lo Brown. Shortlist. Don't know if I don't want him yet, but I will hire him in the future, that's for sure. Alright. Make sure to like this video if you liked it, if you enjoyed. Make sure to like this video, make sure to subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next episode of GCW. Goodbye.